Blackberries are in season. I don't know if there's enough contrast. The green foliage around them is kind of dark, so we'll see. There are a lot of wildfires around where I live. It's something that's been more and more common as years go by. The later parts of summer are virtually mostly unphotographable if you want to shoot any kind of landscape photos, unless you're wanting to do documentary or show the effects of smoke. So I'm not even sure I'm going to have video. I just brought my camera along with a 200mm. See if I could get more of a record shot of some of the smoke over my town. But if I see a couple images as I walk around a little bit with this camera and lens combo, well, I might as well make a few shots while I'm out here. We'll see. I'm having trouble lining up a shot through the trees. There's a lot of obstacles. I'm not getting a good view of what I want to photograph. There's plenty of trees and smoke in the distance, but it's hard to get a composition that isn't trying to have a lot of distracting foreground clutter. We'll just keep probing and see if we can come up with something. Yeah, that smoke is really thick. We've had temperatures well over 100 degrees the last few days, and I think we've got an offshore wind flow right now, and it's pulling in the smoke from the fires up in the Cascade Mountains. And I think the weather is about to change a little bit next couple days, possibly get more of an onshore flow. Hopefully we'll clear out some of this smoke. But it's closed down a lot of the woods. It's really difficult to do any real nature photography this time of year. It's just, everywhere you look, there's smoke. I'm looking forward to fall and mist and rain. I'm just kind of weird that way, I know. Let's see if there's any more detail shots along the trail before I start heading back. This 200 is a lens I really wouldn't normally bring along on this walk. I'm getting a chance to test out its abilities to isolate details. We're going to have some really shallow depth of field, even if I'm shooting at f11, f8. The depth of field with a 200mm at close range it's going to be pretty narrow. But it might give it a kind of artistic feel to it. We don't always need everything super sharp. I'm looking for a sharp spot in the frame that is where I want it, kind of grounds the composition. I may be shooting a group of hanging grass seeds, and maybe just one group are sharp and the rest are different degrees of blurriness. They fall out of focus in the front and the back. So it's kind of fun to experiment with this longer lens for this kind of stuff. And I'm getting a lot of spotlight type lighting through the trees with dark backgrounds and lighter subjects. So that's always a plus if I want to have a good separation between the subject in the background. I haven't made a shot of this over here, but there seems like these seed heads on these weeds over here might be something worth trying to make a photo of, so I'm going to try to do that right now. This image is a good example of how a telephoto lens, like this vintage Nikon 200mm, can be used to isolate a subject. The longer focal length, the less area of the background is covered. It has a narrower angle of view. This allows me to eliminate some of these distracting highlights that you might find on a sunny day. I knew I wouldn't be able to get this entire plant in sharp focus. What I was going for was balance and enough sharpness to allow the viewer's eye to rest on something. I tried a tighter composition, but I think the image needs some breathing room. And the cherry on top is this little fly landing on the seed head just at the right time. Well, I didn't think I would be making any photos on this walk today. I've made a few compositions. I might have a video, so you might be seeing a little something. A few images from today's walk with a 200mm lens. One of my latest acquisitions. Just playing with some details that are hard to get close to and exploiting the focal length there, trying to compress a couple scenes, trying to get a clean background. I don't know if I really got a shot of the smoke over my hometown, or one that I was hoping for. Just couldn't find a good clean shot through the trees. May have to go to a different location if I want something like that. And it was more of a storytelling record kind of shot anyway. Someday I might want to have something like that in my files. Who knows if someone might want to write a story about the climate and the fires that we have and the increase of smoke we have in our areas. So thinking ahead a little bit for what might be useful in the future. Not everything is a pretty art picture. If you like coming along on my photography journey and would like to help keep me out making photos and videos, consider picking up one of my zines or visit my PayPal donation page at my website, ridenetsphotography.com. Most of all, don't forget to like and subscribe. And why not leave a comment introducing yourself? I'm always interested in who stopped by my channel to say hello. So until next time, thanks for coming along for the ride.